Do you also come near $0 on your bank account after paying your bills? May I ask, how many subscriptions do you have? Probably too many to count, right? Subscription-based companies grew 3.7 times faster than companies from the S&P 500. But why is it that way? Most of us have a gym subscription, right? And streaming movies is much more convenient than buying DVDs. Nowadays, companies try to sell for everything a subscription. You can subscribe to cars, groceries, places to stay, video games, and also nowadays for dentists. The US consumes round about 53% of all subscriptions worldwide, followed by Europe and China. In a survey from Forbes, the top 5 subscriptions for Americans are streaming, delivery, music, live TV and gaming. But do you know how much you spend on subscriptions in total a month? When customers were asked this question, most of them estimated around $86. But after taking a closer look, most of them realized that they spent nearly $280 a month on their subscriptions. This makes us ask, do you really need every subscription you have? Although you have a subscription to a streaming service provider, it is not fully sufficient to your needs, right? So they do not have that movie that you want to see, so you do a third subscription to another streaming service provider. With this, your streaming subscription fees rise quickly to around about $40 a month. And this was only the streaming sector. If you look on the price development right now, you will see that they grew massively, especially in the streaming sector in price. The providers from Netflix, Prime Video and Apple TV Plus grew nearly $2 on average a month in the last years. But why is everything becoming a subscription? Expensive products become much easier to sell. If Netflix was a one-time purchase, you would pay around $3,600 US. You can calculate this by yourself as well. Take $15 a month for Netflix, multiply it with 12 to get the cost for 1 year. And let's say you want to use Netflix for the next 20 years, right? And then multiply this sum with 20. Then you get the $3,600. Would you pay Netflix this amount up front? And selling these products is not the only advantage these businesses get from you. In terms of business, subscription provide a steady income. On the other hand, they increase customer loyalty. Think of this. If you are using a cloud service for the last years, and you are happy with the service you get, why would you consider switching at all? And this is called a lock-in effect. Because after using a cloud service for several years, all your data is stored in that very cloud. And it is a pain then to transfer all these files to another solution. And most of us are just too relaxed to go through the pain of switching. And on the other hand, you started off with a really cheap price at first, because you did not need that many storage room for your data. But as the time passes, you create more data and you want that the data is stored, right? So your solutions get more expensive. And now we are heading towards the disadvantages for you as a customer. The comfort of billing monthly, which is directly linked to your bank account, without you recognizing it, decreases your attention towards it. And with that, you only see the amount you have left on your bank account and try to navigate through the month with that rest. Although subscription models are not like a form of debt, you can still say it is a form of liability. More and more customers are nowadays struggling with cash reserves due to inflation. Everything gets more expensive, and in order to handle this, we need to question our buying habits. Did you know that there are 4 types of levels of involvement when it comes to customer buying decisions? You have complex decisions, you have dissonance reduction decisions, you also have habitual buying and also impulse buying behavior. Most subscription models can be categorized as habitual buying because you are just used to have these services. You may know that building a new habit can take up to 21 days, but changing a habit is a total different game, because you need to know first that you have a habit. Second, you must be open to the idea that you are willing to change this habit. Third, you have to undergo the process of change. And fourth, you need to stick to your decision and not fall back. Generally, we can say people are getting more aware of their subscriptions. Reasons for that are high inflation, less job security and higher interest rates. Therefore, most people value money in form of having cash more than anything right now. Write me down in the comments how many subscriptions do you have and how much are you currently paying for them. If you liked our content, make sure to like and subscribe, and also follow us on every social media channel you will find linked in the description box down below. Seeing you in the next one. Bye.